Better to debate a question without settling it than to settle a question without debating it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We hereby warmly welcome you all for today's highly anticipated debate conducted by the two of smart students.
Today's commencing debate marks off the semi-finals of the debate series, and the winning team will be qualified for the grand final.
So, prepare yourselves because this round is sure to be a clash of titans that will leave you at the edge of your seats.
Just a good thought that I can think of in my view, I believe that normal schools is a great option for the students in this fast developing world to achieve their goals faster and better than government schools.
I'm afraid I don't share the same view as public schools guarantee equal opportunity for the students and provide services for students with special needs.
Well, why don't we give the chance to the people who have really dived into this topic to talk about? I have the proposition in my left side, led by Bodhana Sandalu and followed by the members Abhisheka Konara, Dahania Sasani, Senoli Lekusha and Mahima Pahana.
And to give a venturous battle to the proposition, I have the opposing team in my right, led by Denwan Jaimane, followed by the members Vigresh Shalal, Dahani Akirma, Ravana Keshan, and Charlie Pakshina.
It's my pleasure to introduce you the Honorable Board of Judges ready to assess these amazing talents, Mr. Kalamur Praratna, Ms. Rashmika Rajapatrana and Ms. Nuslanias.
So, without further ado, let's let the intellectual fibers commence.
Education is key to success, and education can also be used as a weapon. But before we begin, I would like to welcome the impartial board of judges and my dear brothers and sisters. Now, education is by far one of the most important things in human's life. Now, there are some ways that you can get education, either by a private institute or by tuition classes. But none of them can even compare close how much can a school offer. Because schools not only introduce you to education, but also to different cultural and religious and traditional importance of students. So this diversity creates a good surface for these children to learn. Now, people often think that government school is by far one of the worst, most terrible ways that people can learn. But it's actually not. Let me explain. So, people often think that government schools only care about money, but they don't. Unlike private schools, of course. Private schools do not provide free education for children because they are money hungry. And government schools also not only provide education free of charge, but also it helps the students to gain confidence in what they are learning. There are wide range of subjects and wide range of lessons and other important things. So government schools are by far the best education system out there. So government schools not only offer you education but also physical and mental health. So if now students can get the chance to play sports and participate in sports competitions, making their physical and both mental well-being better. Not only that they do provide education, they also provide scholarship. So students can furthermore develop themselves and enhance their abilities to a whole new level. Government schools are also provide children with free books, clothes and shoes and etc. So the possibilities of you learning from government schools are endless. And also teachers do teach well because they are highly qualified and also they have been monitored through government. So every student gets a chance to learn from a good teacher. And the other thing is that government schools also are very common and very popular in this country. So if you want to stay in your house or your state, you can quite easily get a new school and learn learn. So in conclusion, government schools are the best institute that you can learn your education. Thank you.
Imagine these two pieces of paper. One is smooth and clean, ready to be filled with your best effort, while the other is crumpled and stained, make us difficult to write or even speak in. So this choice mirrors the education environments we are discussing today. The smooth clean paper represents the ideal learning environment which is provided by normal schools, and the crumpled and stained one represents the challenges faced by government schools. Good evening, my impartial board of judges, the proposing team members, and my dear brothers and sisters. Education is the passport for future, and the normal schools, actually government, not government schools, semi-government schools, international schools, and private schools hold up the key for that. They provide a focused environment. They provide a focused environment with small classrooms and not overcrowded classrooms. And they ensures that every student receives the attention they deserve. Unlike government schools with overcrowded classrooms and with limited outdated facilities and limited extracurriculars. And normal schools create a stable foundation for their academic success. And just put your eyes on this picture. Strikes that paralyzed Sri Lankan government schools recent years. While teachers protested, students suffered, missing valuable lessons for especially those who are facing A-level and O-level exams. So, just look at this picture. Even this is not in Sri Lanka, this is a picture in India, overcrowded classrooms. Would you also like to be in a classroom like this? I'm totally not. So, this is the point that we can see that normal schools are better than government schools. So, I would like to say that normal schools are better than government schools because it has a great discipline, because sometimes the rules cannot be accepted in government, can be strictly put because in the government schools, because parents did not pay money for the government schools. So if something happened badly in a government schools, principals cannot take the decisions correctly because parents are not paying money for the government schools. And in conclusion, I would like to say, choosing between the normal and government schools are like choosing between the clean and smooth paper and the crumpled and stained one. So, in a world where education is everything, I ask you, would you rather choose the clean and smooth paper or the crumpled stained one? So, the choice is simple, but the evidence is undeniable.
When you are talking about government, history of the government schools, there is a person who is called the father of the free of education. He is the C.W.W. Kannangara, who introduced the free of charge education to the government. And government schools has many benefits. First one is the accessibility. Government schools are typically free and education accessible to students regardless of their family's financial situation. And another benefit is diversity. Government schools reflect the demographic diversity of the community and providing students with exposure different cultures and religions. Another benefit is government schools has standards and regulation. Government schools are subject to state and federal education standards which ensure a certain level of quality in education. The last one is the government schools provide extra services to students like government schools providing some services with special needs of students. They are offering tailored their resources and support. I heard opposing team member says the government schools are very challenging. Isn't it good? Challenging is make a strong person to the social. And also, I would like to talk about something private school. private schools, we need to get education to pay. And also private schools doesn't match for like a country Sri Lanka, because those families have medium and low level financial background. So if that family has many children, they have to spend a lot of money to educate for their children. So they don't go to educate for them. That will be very harm for the development of economic and other fields. So I think the best educational system is the government educational system.
Imagine this. A garden where I have each plant the perfect amount of water, sunlight and care. In such a place, every plant drinks. Shouldn't education be like that? Shouldn't every student visit the best environment to grow and succeed? One of the points that proposing team members might raise is that the normal schools are too expensive and inaccessible. It's true. The normal schools are with a higher cost, but it's come with the unmatched quality, modern facilities, smaller class sizes, and more personalized attention from teachers. And the education is not just affordable. And the normal schools are giving a right foundation for the students for their long-term success. And the normal schools are ensuring this. And they are also claim that the government schools are also produced that the successful individuals. Yes, it's absolutely true. That successes are often come from exceptions. Students who raise above the limitation placed on them. And the normal schools have the superior resources and superior guardians, and they are focused on individual growth. And they are consistently giving more resources for the students for their growth and for their future. And one of the proposing team members told that the government schools have the more resources, but some of the government schools in science labs, and there are science labs, but no any equipment to do science experiments. IT labs, no, some of the computers are broken. At the last, the education is a good investment for our future, and I thoroughly think that the normal schools are better than the government schools.
Government schools always hire highly qualified teachers. Government schools have a great number of students than private students. Government schools are funded for taxpayer money, but in private schools there are more or less funded student tuition and administrative by the private body. Since the government schools are controlled by the government, the curriculum is decided at the state or national level. All the government schools follow the same curriculum, so it's too easy. Private schools divide the society. Are we okay with creating more division instead of giving opportunities? Although there are more ways and financial aids to manage the cost of private schools, but it may not affordable for some families. All the facilities are free of charge in government schools. The books are distributed for free for the student in government schools. Even the uniform also given free to the student in those schools. Government schools offer specialist programs and courses. Ultimately, education should uplift for everyone, not just who can afford it. Government schools ensure the doors to learning are open to all, helping to bridge the gap between privilege and potential. And that's why government schools always be the best choice for the future. Simplicity in teaching helps the students to understand better. Laptops, smartphones, computers are available in government schools. Government provides them for secondary and higher secondary. And also, suddenly if something happened for a child in government schools, the government takes the responsibility of that child's future. So nothing to worry. Private schools, they don't get any support from the country or the government to settle down their problems. If the economy of this country is decreased, then the income of the private schools also decrease. Due to some reason, the students in private schools, they are not familiar with the society. These private schools are so much better. Why do they take so expensive fees to maintain their standard? Shouldn't the real education is measured by quality, not how much money that you can throw at it? Government schools ensure those including with disability and ensuring an inclusive environment. To improve the future of our country, all the children should admitted for the government school.
Imagine that line cost out. One part of us just enough to get by basic education, limited resources and out-crowded classrooms. And the other part is pure place where students live. Place where students live, where opportunities are under. Many students have responsibility. Which part is it? Today we are here to discuss why normal schools are better than common schools. One point, the proposing team will raise that normal schools are too expensive. But let's look at what this real means. Yes, normal schools are too expensive than common schools. And the normal schools provide small class size, personalized attention from teachers, from prior facilities, modern labs, libraries, instant curricular activities. That helps students to well-rounded individuals. The other parts is government school while more affordable for seniors and underperforming students. Classrooms are overcrowded and resources are outdated. And many schools lack basic tools like robotics and modern learning methods. So I truly tell normal schools are better than common schools.
The opposition has multiple views. Government schools not just about education, it's about fairness. Every child is here for a start, no matter where they come from. That's not politics. One of the key strengths of government schools is their commitment to hiring highly qualified teachers through strict and transparent ways. In Sri Lanka, more than 90% of government school teachers have metric professional qualifications required by the Ministry of Education. In private school often hire teachers for personal connections or for lower salaries, sometimes overlooking qualification just to save the cost. Government schools also provide free uniform students, which reduces the financial burden on families. In private school, the uniforms can be so much expensive for low-income families. The cost of private school has been increased from year to year. As you can see in here, the cost of private school has increased from year to year, making education inaccessible for many. Government schools, however, continue to provide affordable education for all. It's clear that private schools care about the profit than students. If they truly care about education, they wouldn't be turning away the students who can't pay. Private schools are often run by the people who always care about the personality. And I heard one of the members of the opposing team say that government schools doesn't have much facilities than private schools. Well, when it comes to schools, facilities are the most important. The efficiency of the education system is what truly matters. For example, think that your parents are going to choose a new school. Are they going to choose a school that has high facilities or a school that has a high education system? A school with a high education system, right? Despite of the facility system, we have to focus on the outcome of the student in that school. What the use of the school without a good education, even if it's a high facilities? Private school might be good at providing luxuries, but when it comes to the real mission of education, building a fair and educated society, government schools are leading the way. Education is not a privilege. a right. Government schools guarantee a right for everyone. At last, in my opinion, the government schools are way more better than private schools.
Imagine you are a student sitting in a classroom eagerly waiting to learn. But suddenly, your teacher doesn't show up for which student is right and your textbooks are outdated. This is not just a story, it's a reality for many students in government schools. So now let's very true. When it comes to give the best possible education, normal schools outshine government schools in every aspect. So first and foremost, let's talk about the personalized attention. In normal schools, class sizes are smaller, which allows teachers to give. In normal schools, class sizes are smaller, which allows teachers to give more one-on-one support to students, and this helps students to learn things that they don't know. And also in the government schools, they often have overcrowded classrooms where individual students can get lost in the know. And let's address the resources. In normal schools, there are mostly art facilities, modern libraries, and science lab with latest equipment, and also up-to-date computer. But in the government schools, there are also these labs, but their computer labs, their computers are broken and the students can't use these old things because in government schools there are large crowd of students. And let's also talk about the extracurricular activities. In normal schools, there are a wide range of extracurricular activities, sports, music, drama, or even clubs that promote leadership skills. So these activities can shape students into a well-rounded individuals. And moreover, in government schools in Sri Lanka have been repeatedly affected by teachers, strikes and other restrictions. So this directly impacts the students, those who are facing the L-level exams. But in normal schools, they continue the education smoothly with no such interruptions. And also, I want to say that one proposing team member said that government schools facilities are given from free, but mostly in the government schools we can see tables, chairs, all are broken. So students can't use this very easily. But in the normal schools, there are not any problems like that, and they can do their studies well. So, and also in government schools, the discipline is really not good, but so I thoroughly say that normal schools are better than government schools.
We all are educated, and education is really successful. So we all know there are many types of education systems in the world. There are, when we consider about global education, there are mainly two types of education systems: private sector and government sector. And private sector is an education selling company. Why I'm saying that? They are selling education for money, and they are selling sanitary facilities for money, and sports facilities for money. And I'm thoroughly saying that private schools are education facilities, and but government schools are unlike that. There are well-educated teachers, and they are giving their uniforms for free, and they are giving a morning meal, and they are giving free textbooks for all the students in government sector. And there are more than 8.2 billion people are living in this world, and there are more than 49% of them are feeling poor. So our fathers, mothers are not like Elon Musk. So there are many poor persons. So they can't pay more than 50,000 and 60,000 for a term. And one of opposing team member mentioned that the government school classrooms are overcrowded. So they are not overcrowded. There are many well-educated teachers and there are many facilities to cover government schools. And one of the opposing member mentions that the government schools are government school students want to pay many challenges in their life. So taking challenges is not likeness. So facing challenges is like a business for our life. So private school students are like butterflies. So they have no challenges. So and one of proposing members said that the computers in government schools are broken. So they are not broken, and the students in the government schools are didn't know how to use the computers correctly. And government schools have learning materials, and there are many extra curricular activities like drama clubs, music clubs, and there are many more. And education is a key, and we all want to think how do we want to use the key and open our doors. So I'm thoroughly saying that government schools are better than private schools.
Let me ask you this. Would you trust the future to a system that's broken? Every parent dreams of giving their child the best education possible. But when we look at government school today, we can see out there a system struggling to keep up with what education demands. On the other hand, normal school has stepped up, providing not only a solid academic foundation, but also a neutral environment for students to thrive. Let me direct your attention to this picture. In this picture, you can see students are in government school involved in a fight. Now I am asking you, is this what you call conducive learning environment? Is this where students should focus on their studies? No. Now in normal schools, these situations are rare, because in normal schools there are proper rules and regulations and well-educated principals and teachers. Let us talk about differences in resources and opportunities. In normal schools, students can access the various technology. For example, smart whiteboards, well-equipped science labs, and libraries stocked with up-to-date materials. These schools supply extracurricular activities such as sports, music, art, dramas, competitions, exhibitions, which is essential for overall development of a child. And one of the proposing team said that in government schools the facilities are good, but I'm saying it's not, because in government school the IT labs are not good. There are lots of computers are broken. In classes, there are lots of chairs are broken, and we can't write anything on the desk because the desks are broken. And other thing is, in science lab there are no equipment. Only the science lab, only the building. There's no any equipment to do science projects. And I'm telling that in government schools the big problem is overcrowding. Teachers must have to control 100 of students at once, and teachers must have to control 100 students at once, and they can't ensure same level of discipline and encourage. And in government schools, most critical issue is disruption. In Sri Lanka, most government schools frequently have strikes which are conducted by teachers and principals. When this happens, the education comes to standstill, and those who are facing for critical exams like A-level and O-level, it's a huge disadvantage. And one of the proposing team members said that In government school, they don't need money, but if they don't pay money, there's no teachers, and they need to go to extra classes more than private schools because the teachers are not good and the teachers are not teaching well. In private school, they teach well and we can save our money for extra classes. At last, I'm telling that the normal schools are better than government schools. The reason I'm telling is that normal schools having good rules and regulations and well-educated principals and well-educated teachers. And at last, I'm thoroughly saying that normal schools are better than government schools. Thank you.
So think if this is the system of private schools, see it's a blank paper. It has no face, no challenges and nothing. So if this is a government school student, see how far they go in life. So if you can see, challenges make us successful in life. Unlike private school students who never faces challenges and never could achieve things in their life. So think for an example, how that paper went that far by facing challenges only. So just realize how much you have missed in your life if you went to a private school. Private schools are money hungry. And if they truly care about our children, why don't they make the education free and provide the facilities too? Because they don't. They are always money hungry and they only care about themselves and their dignity only. Now, I heard one of the opposing team members said that government school students fight a lot. Who knows whether they are from government school or from private school? Who knows whether they are fighting for good or for bad? Nobody knows. And the teachers, on the other hand, are very strict and they also do take care of the children very well. And I heard one of the opposing team member also said that the computer labs are not working. So how do you know whether they work or not? Have you been to one? No. Because government also take care of this equipment and also helps them to maintain in a good condition. Now, I would like to ask them one question. Why government school students fight? Now, is it because they have nothing to do or do they do it for fun? No, we don't know for a reason why did they fight. And the private school students never learn how to use this equipment, even though they teach them, but they don't even have a fixed syllabus, or their syllabus do not even update per day. So by considering all of these facts and figures, I should say government schools are by far the best education systems due to their reliability and their popularity. So if in this picture we can see the rise of government school students are being increasing day by day, unlike the decreasing level of private school students. Now, if you want to be like the plain paper who never face challenges and can't go ahead in life, you can choose private schools if you are poor. And if you want to go ahead in life like that paper who has born, like thrown and ripped apart and also face challenges, you can choose that. You can be a coward and stay in private schools, or you can be a hero and be in a government school. The choice is yours. Now, I would also like to mention that government schools provide children with protection and care. Also, it maintains a regulation of discipline and decorum. By considering all of these facts and figures, in a nutshell, I would like to say that government schools are the best education system in there. Thank you.
Imagine a ship sailing towards its destination. One ship is well maintained, equipped with latest technology and guided by experienced hands. The other one is old, with some patches here and there, even just struggling just to stay afloat. Now the both ship may reach the shore, but which one will get there faster, safer and more efficient? The answer is clear. The first ship represents the normal school and the second government school. And I heard that the proposing team raised the point that the government schools are more affordable. But ask yourself, should the quality of education compose with the quality? No, right? So the private school may have a higher price tag, but that price ensures better education. quality education and personalized attention, ensure that every student receive the attention they deserve. And they also say that government schools made successful individuals, and that's true. Some individuals have succeeded, but these are outliers because not everyone has the ability to succeed in government schools. So they also say that the competition in normal schools are lead to stress. So the competition isn't the enemy; it's a catalyst for greatness, time management, and resilience. So normal schools not just ensuring not just to survive, they excel. And they also praise the dedication of teachers in government schools. So so even the most dedicated teacher is not limited by the tools they have. Imagine a gardener trying to grow a tree without no water or even no sunlight. Simply, the government schools have no resources to provide the same quality of education as normal schools supply. And they also say that the computers are not broken. Government school people do not know how to use that. So in that point, they say that the government school teachers didn't teach them very well. So I ask you, why sail on a struggling boat when you have one well for success? So the answer is clear. The normal schools are the ship that will bring us till there. Thank you.
Invite our extreme judge to share their thoughts on the debate and offer their feedback. We'd like to invite Mrs. Shashibaba Rajapadirana to comment on this debate.
Dear Sir and my dear friends in the dashboard, dear parents and my dear students, I must thank once to invite for me for this opportunity. And dear children, after a big battle, now you are waiting for the results now. So we will see the results later. Then if I talk about the debate, actually you all were talking well, but there were some when there's a debate, right, you have to have a lot of facts and you have to break the facts and you have to argue, those terms should be there in the debate. You all had facts, but I think you need more facts. And we can improve. Now you all are students, then you can improve a lot. Once I will do that definitely. And children practice more. When you come to the next debate, practice more than this. More than Mahima did all well. And we heard the voice. And here in one Ranula, we heard your voices and Vidura was well. I mean, he was talking well. When others, some voices we could not hear. So speak louder. When you are in a debate, speak louder and just give a lot of facts. Okay? And some of you all were talking only about the same facts. So try to find a lot of facts when you come to a debate. Only that children, then so what I have to tell is try to find a lot of information before coming to a debate and keep on doing a lot of practice. That's all. Then thank you very much, sir, for inviting me.
Thank you for those insightful comments. So thank you for everyone for joining with us today, and we heard compelling arguments from both sides, and it's been a thought-provoking debate. So regardless of where we stand on the issues, discussions are like these are essential for fostering and understanding and deriving meaningful change. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the time of announcing the result of today's debate.
After careful consideration and much deliberation, the judges have made their decision. The team that has come out of top, impressing with their arguments and deliveries. Kavitya, what do you think? Who will be with the proposing lead by Bodhana Sandulu or opposing team lead by N1 Jaiman?
So, now let's see who's the winner of today's debate. Is it the proposing team or the opposing team? So, the winner of today's debate is the opposite team led by Denwanjai Man, Vidoshavan, Dahambi Akitma, Ranula Teshan, and Shamuddin Tilaksha. So now let's congratulate to all our winners of today's event. So this team will be qualified to the grand finale, which is on 17th of October.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our winners. And of course, let's not forget about the appreciate both the teams of their hard work, preparation and spirited team.
So remember, debating isn't just about winning or losing. It's about expanding our perspectives and learning from one another. So we hope today's discussion has sparked new thoughts and ideas for everyone. Now, we cordially invite our dear Nuancer to present the token of appreciation to our esteemed judges. Firstly, I invite Mr. Kalum Rupratna to receive his token of appreciation.
To invite Mrs. Kashimaba Rajpatira to receive her token of appreciation.
And lastly, I'd like to invite Ms. Musanias to receive her token of appreciation.
With that, we are officially closed there. Have a great evening and we look forward to see you at our next event. Thank you. Goodbye.